Hi everyone, my name's Marcus, and on behalf of the entire Bronzes team, I would like to formally welcome you to the final presentation of our capsule range and marketing proposal. Firstly, I would like to quickly introduce the members of our team. Starting from the top, we have Ellie, Isabel, Hattie, myself, Colin, Poppy, and Pavlos. Throughout this presentation, we will revisit our feedback from last semester, showcase our new range, and demonstrate our marketing proposal. Last semester, Sportsgirl gave us the task of creating a new capsule collection for October and November's Spring-Summer 2021 season. The criteria of the brief were as followed. Our proposed range had to include 30% print, with 50% of the garments having a woven construction, and the other 50% to have cut and sew fabrications. When researching and designing our range, it was important that we take into consideration Sportsgirl's current retail prices and ensure that the fabrication and construction of our garments would be consistent with their current price points. In August of last year, 2019, our team conducted surveys both online and in person with 255 Sportsgirl customers. While our survey had potential limitations, such as us only having a certain amount of reach as we are university students, we still gained a lot of valuable information. This includes an understanding of Sportsgirl's customer demographic, their shopping habits, and a rough outline on what they feel comfortable in wearing, which we could then take into consideration when we are designing our range. 3 important points that we took from the surveys are shown on this slide. Firstly, over 80% of Sportsgirl customers that we surveyed stated that they would be inclined to spend more money on a sustainable product, as opposed to a non-sustainable alternative. Secondly, the middle graph demonstrates that only a small percentage of customers find sustainability to be not important. However, more than 70% find sustainability to be important, and therefore we were sure to incorporate this within our product mix and range development. Lastly, we noticed that the current Sportsgirl range last year had a lot of short dresses and skirts, and we wanted to know what customers actually felt comfortable in wearing. From this, we discovered that 77.9% of customers actually prefer wearing pants, as opposed to shorts and skirts. This question gave us a general idea of what Sportsgirl customers feel comfortable in. However, we found that this data was skewed as we didn't specify in relation to the spring-summer season. Therefore, we later on found that this data may have been slightly inaccurate and too generic. Despite all of this, we still chose to include pants in our range, but also included dresses and skirts as we were keeping in mind that Australia gets very hot in the spring-summer season. Here we see the original 3 trends that we proposed last semester. Trend number 1 was focused on sustainability and was known as a small drop in a big ocean. This trend was all about educating customers by displaying various sustainable packaging and fabrication alternatives, while also highlighting the impact that the fashion industry has on the environment and how we can help combat such effects. Trend 2 was the art of artisan. This trend focused on the increase in popularity of vintage shopping, upcycling, and handmade artisanal goods. We focused on finding garments that told a story, created by the hands of the artisanal community. We also used this trend to help outline the creative works of those in Indigenous communities around Australia. Our final trend was She the People. This trend celebrated feminine power and was created to raise awareness of the gender wage gap in the Australian workforce. It also touched on encouraging women to dress for comfort and sophistication, rather than male approval, through use of androgynous silhouettes. I will now pass to Pavlos, who will continue on with the feedback we received for our proposed trends, and how we use this information to move on to the next stages of our range development.
Thanks, Marcus. From our presentation last semester, the feedback we gave was extremely crucial in helping us identify what Sportsgirl thought would be a most effective trend for us to progress with. With She the People being the theme that resonated most with Sportsgirl, we decided to focus mainly on the themes of feminine power. We're also given an insight on how sustainability is an ongoing factor for the company. So with that in mind, we decided to make sure that sustainability was an overall underlying factor in our range. The issues we wanted to keep in mind were: how can we convey the topic of female empowerment and equality to a younger audience, and what other relevant themes could come into play? We decided not to focus on the gender wage gap, as it's too mature of a topic for Sportsgirl's customer demographic. Instead, we chose to illustrate feminine strength by creating confidence within the customer. This was done by creating a range from petite to plus sizes. Continuing with a range of neutral toned and accent colours that had been adopted colour palette throughout the changes in the design process. We had incorporated the use of multiple prints as the She the People trend previously lacked, featuring strong print work which didn't meet the requirements for our brief or fit Sportsgirl as a brand. Silhouettes that made the female feel comfortable but not overly feminine or sexualized were also incorporated. Also tried to figure out what ways we could engage people with sustainability. As Sportsgirl had previously stated, sustainability is an ongoing battle that they needed to be conscious about. For our range, we decided to use sustainable alternatives for our products, such as faux suede instead of raw leather, and stone enzyme washes on our denim products instead of sandblasting. Our team also decided to use a recycling initiative to encourage people to bring back their old garments in return for money to spend in store. Sustainability also ties in with the livelihood of animals on our planet. With that in mind, we linked our theme of safari clothing to the Save the Tigers initiative, which all proceeds from our tiger print products went towards the foundation itself. Whilst revising our feedback from our previous semester, we took into consideration Sportsgirl's information while moving forward. We decided to look into the current popularity of safari prints in women's wear, which we use for a multitude of garments. Researching the Save the Tigers movement due to the preservation of wild tigers was also a very important topic for us. The awareness of tiger conservation in the mainstream media was also a crucial point in both our print research while spreading awareness of the foundation itself. Our primary customer demographic are females aged 16 to 24 years of age. With a relatively low disposable income, yet the money that she does spend, she likes it to go towards her apparel, skincare, and also eating out. Our customer welcomes online shopping, although prefers the experience of going in store, as she likes to try on each garment and find out what really works for her and her wardrobe. Each visit, our customer likes to spend anywhere from $50 to $100. Our second customer profile is more mature and transformed from the first, females aged between 25 to 32 years of age, of which have a reasonable amount of disposable income once all their bills have been paid. Although she does not shop on a constant basis and tries to practice the ethics of slow fashion, she usually tends to spend around $100 to $200 per visit. I'll now pass on to Hattie, who will discuss our customer experience and buying habits as well as our mood boards.
Thank you, Paul. So after looking at the customer profile of Sportsgirl shoppers, we then decided to evaluate their shopping habits. We found that Sportsgirl customers are frequent shoppers, with 47.2% of Sportsgirl customers shopping at least once per week. Additionally, the majority of Sportsgirl customers prefer to try on garments before purchasing them. This means that only 27.6% of customers are happy to browse and purchase online. Finally, we found that Sportsgirl customers typically have a low average spend on each shopping trip, with 37.8% of customers spending between $50 to $99 at a time. We will now look at the customer experience and recommendations. When assessing the online customer experience for Sportsgirl shoppers, we found that their social media presence was a point of confusion. Having individual Instagram pages for each store could be confusing to customers, and as such, we recommend creating a single centralized Instagram page. We found that 72.5% of Sportsgirl customers claim to be using Instagram for fashion inspiration. This shows the weight and the influence that Instagram has when used effectively, and therefore we suggest a single Instagram page to post relevant, well-timed and engaging content. This content would be synced across all social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So following this extensive research on the Sportsgirl customer demographic, the brand competitors, and the customer experience, we created our own range that we will now present. This capsule collection is called She is Free and will be a Spring-Summer 2021 collection. This is our first mood board of reference images that will be reflected in our collection. This series of images portrays the more masculine, wild, and adventurous elements within the range. As you will see later in the colour palette and the materials used, She is Free embodies a wild side, taking notes from safari wear and khaki tones. Additionally, a lot of forms within this collection are very loose-fitting and free-flowing, so as not to be overly feminine. The second mood board of reference images embodies the softer, more feminine and youthful elements of our collection. This will be reflected in the softer hues and warm colours within the range, as well as particular pieces with garment detailing such as bows, scarves and dresses. Within this range, we are portraying the idea that whilst women can be adventurous and wild, they can also celebrate their femininity. The two are not mutually exclusive, and She Is Free celebrates clothes that make women feel both liberated and glamorous at the same time.
Thanks, Hetty. For the color palette, we choose white and warm grey as our neutral tones. With the mood board we've seen previously, we mentioned soft and feminine colors like sage, millennium pink, and watermelon, but we felt it needed more elevation, so we also include some bloated colors such as Egyptian blue, khaki green, and almond. You can see some dark elements here, and the Egyptian blue sits here to add some coolness to the range as it is a warm color palette. It also to add some vibrant elements to our range. Together to the aesthetic theme of the adventure and the safari and the color palette, we have combination of different tiger prints, a zebra print, and one of our hero prints, which is our jungle print. You will see this feature throughout our fashion and directional garments. And our prints are based on the imagery of the tiger as we see bravery, strength in this animal. We want to convey to the sports girl consumers that they can be shrinking and bold, unafraid to be themselves in our prints. Go wild if they choose. Be confident within yourselves. With the fabrics, it is really important to think about not only comfort but durability. We have included the use of 50% woven and 50% knit as per the requirement of the brief. Also, we want to add texture with our range as well, so we look to incorporate cotton linen blend, which is thinner and more breathable for the warmer days with a bit more wrinkle resistant in nature, and denim cotton drill for its high longevity. These two fabrics contrast with the rest as they are heavier. These pieces can be carried into the following autumn and winter. Polyester single knit jersey for loose fit, comfort in t-shirt, and tencho to make a little bit of luster and glamour. Also, we choose cotton and polyester double knit jersey because of its great stretch properties for our increased size. And we use Bridgestop, which is lightweight and water resistant fabrics for the windbreaker in our range. And 4 brushes suede for our directional garments, which is an animal-friendly way to approach fashion. It has the same warmth as a nature leather. Cotton voile was the really lovely light sheer fabric that gives the drape and the bands to the shirt on our range. It was also important to have a variety of fastening for our garments, such as zip slider buttons, rivets, and press-up buttons. In addition to this, we choose the best by industry, YKK Exposed and Invisible Zip for our range. We decided our hardware is to be silver brushes mantle that stands out against our fabrics and the print choices. And now I will pass to Isabel to talk about our final range.
Thank you, Colin. This leads us to our directional garments. Here we have our hero prints, the Sumatran tiger print and the jungle fauna print in our Tencel maxi dress. This piece is perfect for evening occasions as it's lightweight and breathable. For our cooler spring evenings, we have our faux brushed suede. This jacket can be paired with any outfit such as our Tencel dress or our knitwear as it is timeless, elegant and helps elevate the look. You can also see here our utility cargo jacket. It's a standout piece for our range as it is not only stylish but has features such as a funnel neck, large exposed zip and cute cargo patch pockets to give off a safari vibe. It's a functional jacket as well as it is water resistant yet lightweight, perfect for the Australian heat. Continuing on, this slide showcases our woven fashion garments. Here we start to see the incorporation of prints and colours. We have watermelon for a splash of vibrancy against our neutral toned linen blend and cotton items. We have cotton voile button-down shirt that can be paired with our palazzo pant and underneath shirt. Or, for a more casual layered look, we can do the paper bag short for effortless comfort. Here we can also see the contrast of lighter weight fabrics with the heavier cotton drill and denim. Our overalls are an excellent piece for spring and summer, as they can be paired with almost anything from our capsule range and the current range in Sports Girls stores and online. As you can see, our prices are included on the slides. We are confident that our range pricing aligns with Sports Girls' price architecture. Expanding into our knitwear portion of fashion garments, here we wanted to experiment not only with print but increasing the size range as part of our female empowerment. Loving yourself is important. The size changes from 6 to 16 to 6 to 18. As the pieces are made from double knit jersey, they stretch to fit many different sizes and silhouettes. We feel this is imperative to be shown here. With many designs such as the tigress midi dress and the jungle wrap cami drawing in at the waist, we use drapery to create the hourglass silhouette with these garments. We've added in the Egyptian blue here as another pop of colour to help balance out our range. It is very print heavy. We feature the cool toned green tigress print and the soft pink tigress print here. Continuing on to our basics, not only do they complement our range, but they complement Sports Girls' current range. In our basics, we're going for functionality, ease and comfort. Bringing in the khaki colour for the cotton drill helps to bring depth to our range with the exception of the watermelon and the Egyptian blue. We believe these jeans and denim skirt will be standout pieces amongst sports girl consumers, as we feel that they will love the straight leg jeans as they are trending right now. And who doesn't love light toned denim? And every girl should have a piece in her wardrobe. Here in our accessories, we continue with some of our favourite prints. They're present in the scarves, that's also made from tencel. The scarves are longer, so that consumers can use them as sashes if they want to draw in the waist of the midi dress, for example. We continue with pink from the range into the sunglasses for a fun summer vibe, but we included a black ombre lens as well because some people like classic tones for their sunnies. And here we have our faux brushed suede belt with metal hardware. We incorporated the brushed suede here as belts are a great way to elevate a simpler outfit. With this range, the sports girl customer can purchase up to 3 items and maybe even an accessory for $100. Aligning with her disposable income. Now I'll pass you on to Poppy, who'll talk to you about our outfitting.
Thank you, Isabel. Hi, let's start our 3 outfitting now. So here is our mix match page. We have chosen different fabrics, styles and colors to mix and match to show the richness of our products. We also hope to combine these styles to show how it looks like if we are putting them together. All these colors can represent the feeling of spring and summer. Different matching styles are suitable for girls to apply in different scenes, including daily look or vacation. We showed 3 different printed collections of garments and accessories like the scarf, and that fit perfectly with the vibrant spring and summer seasons. Next is our second outfitting. The theme of this set is Jungle Adventure. The collection we choose hopes to convey to the customer is bravery and energy. This represents roaming free, as we are trying to show that she is a traveler. Tiger print as our core pattern design with casual wear of denim and linen fabric, the overall display gives people harmonious and powerful spirit. The green element adds coolness to the summer. Casual and relatively slim tops match with denim series, safari overalls, and jeans create a casual style. The fabric texture is soft, breathable, and elastic, reflects the practicality and comfort of the series of garments. Here's our last theme called Feminine Touch. The 2 sides of look on the left, the waist lines are designed, the sleeveless design with millennial pink for softness and watermelon for pop of color, which gives people fresh, a feminine touch and playful feel. Denim skirts and white leg pants provide different choices for girls' summer style, while also achieving comfortable and practical attributes. These 2 skirts provide girls with different lengths to meet their various needs. Still choose our tiger print and texture design this range so that girls can maintain feminine side in pink color and while still maintaining the strength of a tiger. Next is our planogram, the in-store renderings we designed for this new collection. In the conspicuous position in the middle, we placed the directional garments because this location is almost the most attractive place for customers. We hope to use this location to show our best designs. The shelf on the right is our main shelf. We choose to put the tops and bottom garments in the adjacent position so that customers can buy with the whole side. For the arrangement of lights, we choose the ceiling light. The concentrated light illuminating the clothing can help customers browse the design, color, fabric, and details of the clothes more clearly. Also, we arranged some ground display cabinets under the shelf so that customers can pay attention to these accessories during shopping clothing, which can improve the possibility of combined sales. Regarding the selection of the background, we choose the dark green jungle sleeves with natural scenes to come from our core tiger print pattern to achieve harmony and unity. As you see, the clip-on ring light is our non-digital promotion product, and according to our research, we found this clip will be widely popular among primary customers. That was chosen as we wanted our girls to be confident in themselves to take selfies in our size-inclusive range. No matter what identity, type, and occupation they are, we want them to show who they are, whether it be solo travelers bravely roaming the earth, strong women who are not afraid to be themselves. About our Save Tiger campaign and contribution part of our sales, we thought consumers can use this method to help and bring change to endangered animals and make them feel full of empowerment. Then we moved to our digital platform that we create for the brand.
Thank you, Poppy. As part of the TRY project, we worked on digital strategies to help promote our capsule She Is Free range. As part of our assignment, we were tasked with making a website. We included most of the elements from your website. However, for the just landed scroll bar, we included our capsule range here to help promote the product, and we also included our competition on the landing page as well to be an instant attention grabber, intending to hold people's engagement with the brand. Also, as part of our assignment, we created a WordPress blog and wrote a few articles, one being on the competition, in order for customers to fully understand the outlines of the competition, and the other was on sustainability, what we have done to become more sustainable as part of this range. We recommend a blog could be a good way of documenting your journey of sustainability. We also made an Instagram and made content for our range. Some of our recommendations for Instagram would be from our 225 participants of our survey, 87% use Instagram as their style inspiration as their go-to platform, though only 13% actually follow Sportsgirl's local account, but 87% follow the main account. To streamline and help the Instagram platform be more clear, we recommend just having the one main account. This eliminates any confusion for followers, and they are clear where to go to for their inspiration from Sportsgirl, and they don't miss out on any content. In terms of EDMs, weekly newsletter blasts are a great way to communicate the changes to Sportsgirl as and when they are happening. EDMs are also more relevant now than ever, as people are bored and looking at their phones more and have a lot more spare time, so they're potentially reading and engaging more in EDMs now. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our presentation. We have all really enjoyed working on this project. We look forward to hearing from you soon.